Things are heating up in My Hero Academia Season 8 Episode 6, and trust me, you do a 7 not want to miss this one. The battle between Izuku, Midoriya, and Tamura Shigaraki reaches new, absolutely mind-bending heights. Strategy, desperation, and some pretty wild quirks collide head-on. If you thought the series had already hit its emotional and adrenaline peaks, just wait. This episode throws curveballs, tests our favorite characters to their absolute limits, and leaves us swinging between hope and dread with every passing minute. So, let's break down everything, from the mind games to the heart-wrenching memories, and get into that ending that's got everyone talking. The episode opens right away with Midoriya, now the current bearer of One for All, pushing his body past its breaking point. Its jaw-dropping watching how he uses Black Whip not just as an attack or defense, but literally as a way to force his battered limbs to keep moving. It's risky, reckless, and the perfect example of Deku's determination. He's not even thinking about his own safety anymore. He's locked in, obsessed with outsmarting Shigaraki, even though he's up against someone who's more monster than man at this point. The stakes for One for All have never been higher. Shigaraki's goal is crystal clear. Either he steals the quirk for himself or he destroys everything, including Midoriya, including Japan, including the hope of every hero in training watching this from afar. The battle has gone past fists and powers. It's chess, and every move could mean total victory or utter defeat. Midoriya tries a brand new, untested idea mid-fight: eat, transfer One for All by force. We learn some fascinating specifics here. Normally, a transfer needs the current user's will mess and a bit of DNA. But Shigaraki might be able to snag it by force if Deku's not careful. We see Deku risking everything, planning to get his blood into Shigaraki at just the right moment. Of course, Shigaraki's insane regeneration makes this tough. He heals so fast that any wound closes almost instantly, so Midoriya has just a split second to make it work. Just when it looks like Deku's about to pull off a successful hit and maybe transfer One for All, the tables turn. Shigaraki senses the danger and slices off the attack before it fully connects. Despite this, Deku isn't done. He uses Sixth Smokescreen, throws off Shigaraki's tracking quirk, Search, and goes for a classic misdirection. Remember that sniper fight a while back? Midoriya uses a blood-soaked piece of his cape as a decoy, baiting Shigaraki's search ability into eyeing the wrong spot. Meanwhile, Deku sneaks around for a gutsy close-range strike. The next series of moves gets pretty technical for longtime fans D6 Deku and the previous successors of One for All. Coordinate an incredible team attack, trying to bypass Shigaraki's defenses and land the DNA transfer. Tension ratchets up as we see Shigaraki's inner conflict. His body literally XX rejects the transfer, struggling to fight off the foreign power. There's a pulse of consciousness, memories mixing, glimpses of Shigaraki's and the previous user's trauma. It's not just a physical brawl. It's a war inside their heads. While this slugfest is going down, elsewhere, heroes and evacuees scramble to survive. Scene shift to Shiketsu High School. Civilians are being rescued, and Eri, the young girl whose quirk can literally rewind life. Desperately wants to help Deku, but can't. The evacuation system is damaged. Other major villains are tearing up the landscape. And even though hope is on the line, all most people can do is have faith and help whoever's right in front of them. Back at the main fight, the emotional core of the show hits hard. Deku and Shigaraki's memories begin to overlap. Spinner, one of Shigaraki's closest allies, flashes back to his own motivations. The idolization of Stain, wanting to be a hero, not just a criminal. Through this blend of memories we see the complexity of villainy and heroism, how the lines blur between good intentions gone wrong and bad choices seeking redemption. In the pivotal moments, the spirit of One for All's predecessors rallies Deku. They urge him on, encourage him not to give up. The transfer isn't totally successful. The process damages Shigaraki, revealing that his will and hatred are almost enough to repel the transfer, but not completely. Some damage lands, giving the heroes hope Shigaraki wasn't able to shut them out entirely. Now, the focus shifts to Shigaraki's core, the original trauma, family, heartbreak, and constant cycle of rage and loss that made him who he is. The episode gets truly surreal as Midoriya plunges into Shigaraki's subconscious. He walks around inside Tenko Shimura's psyche, the boy who would become Shigaraki. Memories surface, childhood pain, the desire to be a hero. His fractured relationship with his mom and grandma, regrets and wishes all swirling in a fragmented reality. It's heartbreaking, raw, and gives depth to Shigaraki's evil. Midoriya reaches for Tenko's humanity, hoping to save the lost child inside the villain, even while fighting the monster on the outside. Meanwhile, outside this psychological showdown, the rest of the cast isn't just sitting still. Uravity, aka Ochako, is badly wounded in another part of the battlefield, and the sheer scale of destruction is laid bare through desperate video feeds and frantic calls for help. Students like Monoma, Kota, and their helpers keep hope alive, watching Midoriya's battle play out from a distance and cheering for him, even though none of them can join the fight. By the episode's ending, the lines between physical and mental, villain and hero, have all but disappeared. Shigaraki is battered but not broken, his spirit and hatred repelling almost every attempt to reach him. But Deku's determination stays unbroken. He keeps reaching, keeps hoping, keeps believing even when defeat feels seconds away. We see the message reinforced. Midoriya isn't just fighting to punch evil in the face, he's fighting to save it, to unlock hurting hearts, to change the entire narrative around what a hero can truly be. In summary, Episode 6 takes us deep into both combat and consciousness, stacking up close calls and last-minute inventions. But what really stands out are the emotions. It's about digging past power and destroying the roots of hate, about heroism that transcends fists and quirks. Every character grapples with who they are, what it means to have faith, and whether the darkness can ever truly be defeated or transformed. That's all for this recap. What did you think of Midoriya's strategies, Shigaraki's resistance, and the emotional depth in this showdown? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk theories. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more detailed MHA analysis every week. Until next time, keep going plus ultra.